It often happens with these state championship teams, the good wrestling teams, that you have 1 or 2 or 3 wrestlers in much the same weight class. They all help each other out in the room, and they make each other tougher. And it's going to be Justin Stanley, again in the light blue, against Caleb McCarthy of Guthrie Center, coached by David Litterer. Steve Shirk's Justin Stanley has lost only once this year, and right away he's out with a takedown. Boom, 2-0 at 1A.
Once you get it going, and Wilton got it going when they walked into Vets Auditorium on Thursday, and they haven't stopped.
The other 2 matches at AA, we have Jamie Taxted of Webster City against Nick Marolf of Columbus Junction. And at the 3A, Jeremy Hendricks of Marshalltown, coached by Phil Henning, wrestling Cliff Moore, undefeated from Hempstead High School in Dubuque. We'll keep an eye on those up in the corner. You'll know what's going on. If one of your men is up there, that's a chance for you to see him. We're spending most of our commentary with Caleb McCarty and Justin Stanley. And Stanley, who got the first takedown, cuts off Caleb McCarty's first move and flattens his man out, puts the leg in, and continues to ride hard.
Stanley hasn't lost at his weight this year. He's 44-1. He lost when he wrestled up at 119 once. And his career record, 127-6, and he's only a junior. And
you see him bar that arm. The official, in fact, Thomas Moore, thought it was a little bit too dangerous a bar arm, and he took it away from him. But looked like he was ready to turn McCarty on that spot. There is Caleb McCarty in the black from Guthrie Center, coached by David Litterer. He sat out, trying to come around on a switch.
Oh, but just a cast over to avoid the switch right there. He just foiled the plans there of Caleb McCarty. Both these young wrestlers are not strangers to placing. Last year, Stanley was a runner-up. He's a 3-time qualifier. He was in the finals last year, so he's been here. Last year, McCarty was 4th place. And so a couple of veterans here trying to win their first state championships.
Again, Stanley looking really strong on top. He uses a tight waist, now goes down to the bar arm, flattens McCarty down. And you see that strong bar arm. Now, he'd like to turn his man with that. The last time he came out to the side, though, the official thought the bar arm was a little bit too dangerous. He wants to turn him right from there.
Well, he's a turner because he has already had 2 falls in the tournament and 1 15-1 major decision. So it's been an easy road for Justin Stanley on his way to the finals. But Caleb McCarty has also had a couple of falls on his way to the finals match. So they've been looking for each other. A couple of dangerous wrestlers.
First period is over. It's a 2-0 lead for Stanley. And Stanley is underneath. He starts there. Now we'll see if how McCarty rides.
Well, he was able to get his hips out and do a little roll and slide out for 1 point. Back to the feet.
So Stanley from this championship Wilton team goes ahead 3-0 and goes right in on that outside single chin, comes over to a double, and boom.
Well, it was real powerful. He dropped in on the single, then he cut off to the double and drove through the hips. It was a very powerful move. Showed a lot to me as far as how tough he is and why he's won 127 matches in 3 years.
He looks very strong, 112-pounder. There's the first escape and the first point for McCarty. The score is now
5-1.
5-1. In on the double.
A little duck action, driving through the hips again, the double leg, and 2 more points. I'll tell you what, this Justin Stanley not only is strong and powerful, but he is very confident right now. He's looking good. He's wrestling a very good wrestler in Caleb McCarty.
112 pounds, the second weight class of 13 we're going to show you tonight on Iowa Public Television's live coverage of the great Iowa High School Wrestling Championships at Veterans Auditorium. If you see an empty seat somewhere around here, Tim.
Here's the drive-through right here, and he trips, and he goes across and trips through, but he didn't even need that trip. He was already driving through McCarty there on his way to 2 points because of that power.
Tight waist in that arm. Now he bars that arm again. You see the put him the hammerlock across the back. Now what he wants to do is bar it and then get off to the side and maybe put a half Nelson in or whatever he can get, and then turn his man, come out to the side and turn him over. There he comes with the half Nelson.
Well, you can tell that he set a goal to dominate every person in his weight class at the state tournament this year. So far, he's done it, and he's doing it in the finals right now. As Justin Stanley said, I want to dominate every man.
5-1. And he's making life tough for Caleb McCarthy, a fine wrestler. McCarthy's lost only twice in 38 matches.
Red, top, bottom, neutral.
There's the end of the second period. That's 2 minutes long, so now we go 3.
Or neutral.
And not surprisingly at all, McCarty decides he does not want to go under to start that last period. He has the choice, and he wants to go on his feet. And actually, the score is 7-1 now.
In 3A up there, the score is 8-3 in favor of Cliff Moore from Dubuque Hempstead over Jeremy Hendricks from Marshalltown. There's a man in the green right there in 3A, and he's up 8-3 with only a little more than a minute left in the match. And almost to the end of the second period in 2A, the score is 9-4 in favor of Jamie Taxted from Webster City over Nick Marolf from Columbus Junction.
Again, here comes Justin Stanley in on the leg. He's dominated here as he said he wanted to do, and there's no question about it. Boy,
he gave us the word, and now he's following through. You know, he walks his talk.
9-1 with a minute and 20 to go. He got the takedown, and now he goes again on that bar, which Thomas Moore says is a little bit dangerous.
You know, on the single, head to the inside, drives through with his head. See, he used his head just like he does an arm. It's the same thing as cutting off your arm. He had the single leg, drove through with the head inside for the takedown.
This time, Stanley says, I'll let you go and try to take you down again. 9-2. That's an escape point for Stanley. Here comes from McCarty. Here comes Stanley again. Power, power, power. And this time he has McCarty on his back, but it may be out of bounds. He got the points for the takedown, but he'll have to bring him inbounds because you can't get near fall points with the shoulders out.
And in 3A, you see the hand of Cliff Moore from Dubuque Hempstead being lifted as he wins 13-3 over Jeremy Hendricks from Marshalltown for
finish an undefeated year.
37-0.
Again, the whistle goes with 40 seconds to go. And Stanley, this time he's going to tilt.
Nothing there.
He didn't get back points for it. Again, you see him working on the bar arm.
Oh, and he's putting a lot of pressure. He's looking for one way, and he jumps over and tries another way. It's just a very dominating performance. Over there in the 2A match right now, Jamie Taxted is from Webster City is kind of running away with it, 12-4 over Nick Marolf from Columbus Junction.
Score here.
11-2. Big win for another Wilton wrestler. That's 2 out of 4 that they have in the finals.
And they had it locked up before they got
locked up in a big way. Steve Shirk really doing the job in a big way.
That was
his birthday. He's having a great birthday. He's a leap year baby. His birthday's the 29th, and he decided today would be his birthday celebration.
Oh, happy birthday, young man. That's
to the coach, Steve Shirk.
The 2A match, as you can see, is still going. This is Jamie Taxted of Webster City wrestling Nick Marolf of Columbus Junction. And Columbus Junction is the championship team here. They had it wrapped up coming into the finals. And the leader here is Jamie Taxted of Webster City.
And he's going to win it.
12-4 with just no time left here. Good victory for Jamie Taxted. He's Coach Dick Kennedy. Columbus Junction has the consolation of knowing that they have a team championship wrapped up even before that match started.
And I misspoke. I said Wilton had 4 in the finals. Columbus Junction has 4 in the finals.
Columbus Junction.
Wilton's got another one coming, though.
112-pound division is finished. 2 weight classes out of 13 in the coverage on Iowa Public Television. Let's get some awards now at 103. And here's our public address announcer in Veterans Auditorium, Ed Winger.
last year, Jamie Taxted, a senior from Webster City, showed why he is a champion. He repeated tonight in a win over Nick Marolf of Columbus Junction. He decisioned Marolf 12-4. Really the key was 3 near-fall points right at the close of the first period, and Taxted never looked back. At 112 pounds in AA, Jamie Taxted is the winner and the champion. Dick?
Being in 3A competition, the sophomore Cliff Moore gave a lesson to his junior opponent from Marshalltown, Jeremy Hendricks, tonight by defeating Hendricks 13-3. It was big time, and you will see Cliff Moore, the sophomore from Dubuque Hempstead, made Coach Dan Dunham a happy man. He was second a year ago, and now he has the title and perhaps 2 more in the future. Back to you, Doug.
Thank you, gentlemen. We're now going to 119 pounds. There it is.
There it was, the 2, and there you just saw the 2 points for J.D. Pugh coming from behind and winning the state championship after a runner-up finish
At 2A.
for Columbus Junction.
Columbus Junction, the state championship team. The score is 6-4. J.D. Pugh, the winner for Coach Bill Plain. Over Mark Juergens of Maquoketa, the 2 men who came in here with a 36-2 record. And Pugh wins 6-4. Let's go to the PA for the winners of 112.
Class 1A 112-pound awards. Coach Steve Shirk of Wilton. 6th place, Che Ullman, Riceville. 5th place, Brandon Benetham, Woodward Granger. 4th place, Scott Burns, Pleasantville. 3rd place, Chris Wernemont, Pocahontas area. Runner-up, Caleb McCarthy, Guthrie Center. And the Class 1A 112-pound champion from Wilton, Justin Stanley.
Congratulations to Justin Stanley, a most impressive winner at 112 pounds in the 1A division. Now the 2As.
Presenting the Class 2A 112-pound awards, assistant coach Ted Larson of Webster City. 6th place, Dustin Dunton, Tama, South Tama County. 5th place, Tim Halligan, Independence. 4th place, Joe Havig, Osage. 3rd place, Joe Glissman, Knoxville. Runner-up, Nick Marolf, Columbus Junction, Columbus. And the Class 2A 112-pound champion from Webster City, Jamie Taxted.
Congratulations, Jamie. 112-pound champion in the 2A division. Iowa Public Television's live coverage of the 1997 Wrestling Championships. These are the 112-pound championship awards. And coming up on the stand now are the 3A winners, top 6.
Presenting the Class 3A 112-pound awards, Coach Dan Dunham of Dubuque Hempstead. 6th place, Dominique Carter, Davenport North. 5th place, Pat Ryle, Fort Dodge. 4th place, Gabe Capps, Indianola. 3rd place, Tony Brown, Iowa City, City High. Runner-up, Jeremy Hendricks, Marshalltown. And the Class 3A 112-pound champion from Dubuque Hempstead, Cliff Moore.
There's your winner at the 3A division. Let's go to Dean Board for a floor report.
Doug, Mark Juergens of Maquoketa came within a split second of avenging a loss to J.D. Pugh of Columbus Junction that he'd suffered at the district level. The 2 met again tonight, and Juergens was leading with about 1 second to go in a wild and woolly finish in that 3rd period. He was leading 2-4. But at that point, J.D. Pugh reversed him, and then in the overtime scored a takedown with 58 seconds gone, and he is the champion, J.D. Pugh of Columbus Junction at 119 pounds in AA. Dick?
In 3A competition, your champion here is Adam Eichorn of Cedar Falls, who won the state title now as he defeated David Brown, the sophomore from Lamar's, in a wild and woolly match. In the game, Eichorn was down 10-5 going into the 3rd period, turned it around and pinned his opponent from Lamar's in 5 minutes 50 seconds. Doug?
And that won the state championship for the